The Skyscraper Museum tells the history of the skyscraper from the late 19th century when two important inventions enabled buildings to go up into the sky. And they were, of course, the elevator, which allowed people to get above 5 or 6 stories, which is the capacity of their legs to climb, but most particularly the interest in renting a building that would be taller than 5 stories. And then the second important technology was steel cage construction, which meant the buildings could become taller than about 10 or 12 stories. And soon, by the 1890s, 20, 25, and then in the early 20th century, 55, 60, with the Empire State Building in 1930, 86 stories. That became the new frontier in the skies. What you see when you come to the Skyscraper Museum is the collection of artifacts that the museum has acquired over the years. And they range from everything from models of buildings, and especially sort of unusual models like engineering, wind tunnel models, and all kinds of photographs of construction or pictures of people working inside a building. So everything about the design, the construction, the operation, the occupation of buildings, the way they fit in people's lives, that's all part of the story that's told here at the Skyscraper Museum. So our permanent home here in Battery Park City was designed by the architect Roger Duffy of Skidmore, Owings and Merrill, and it was his idea to turn this space, which is really rather small, into the feeling of the space, which is very expansive and very tall. And he used stainless steel floor and ceiling and very large cases that contain our displays so that the cases look like architecture in the space. In fact, they reflect up and down in like a vertical Versailles that makes the whole space seem like a city full of skyscrapers. At the Skyscraper Museum, we tell the story of the skyscraper from the beginning, which is really in the late 19th century, about the 1870s and 80s and 90s, the time that New York was beginning to really grow, to explode and expand in the vertical dimension in skyscrapers, but also and especially in population. So that the great stories of New York in the dimension of economics, of social factors, of identity, of culture, of tourism, of all the stories that come together that make New York such an exceptional and unique place.